Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, November 17th, 2023, and it is a day D. For instrumentals, it's a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead, take a seat. I am so happy that you guys are here in school. Once again, you bring that amazing energy. And don't forget, use that energy for our 3 expectations. Number 1, be respectful. Number 2, show that you're responsible. And number 3, show that you're ready, okay? And that applies to the classroom. It applies to what you're doing right now, right? Paying attention to me. Or could be later on in the day, in the classroom or in the hallways, in the cafeteria, and also on the bus, out at recess too. How are you handling how you handle each other? How are you handling how you handle yourself? Okay. Now today I do have a little message for our kids who eat breakfast. A couple things. Okay. Number 1, it is required that you either swipe your card or you type in your number when you pick up your breakfast. You have to do that. If you don't know your number, you have to go get your card and use that to swipe. That's just how it goes, okay? If you get to the register and you don't know your number, what I have asked our cafeteria ladies to do is to hold your breakfast, and you're going to have to go to class and get your card before you come, and then you come back and get it. Now, if it becomes more of a bigger issue and it keeps happening, then we might have to discuss another plan. But to remind you, certainly the first few times, if you get to the register and you do not know your number and you don't have your card, we're not going to be able to let you go and have your breakfast. You're just going to have to go back to class and get your card, okay? And then you can come back and swipe through. That's pretty important. The other thing, too, is that for breakfast to be free, and it is, you actually are required to get these 3 things. You have to get your milk, you got to get the cereal or whatever the baked good is, and then you have a choice of the juice or a fruit. You have to choose all 3. Technically speaking, if you don't choose all 3, then we actually have to charge you money for it. If you get all 3 and maybe there are some items you don't really want to eat, you still have to take it, but you could donate it to the share bin or you can throw it out, okay? One or the other. So it has to be one of those items. But it is also important, and I'm going to go back to this. If you are going to have breakfast, you're going to need to know your student number or you have to bring a card. That's just all it is. Unfortunately, the ladies are having too many issues with kids not wanting to get all 3 items or getting to the cash register and not being able to put in their numbers, and that's a concern, okay? So once again, I have asked our lunch ladies to make sure that everybody punches their number in. So you really need to know your number, and if you don't know your number, you're going to have to go back to class and get the cards. Homeroom teachers, please help facilitate this conversation. It is important for all of our kids to know that. I know that if they have to come back and get their cards, that kind of slows down the whole process of getting back to class. So either encourage them to start memorizing their numbers, or just kind of supporting our cafeteria that if they don't know their numbers, they're going to have to come straight to class, get their cards, and then bring it to the cafeteria. All right. The other thing that I wanted to announce too is, don't forget, if you haven't already had a chance to send your love to Miss Freeman, today is Mrs. Freeman's last day with us at John Beck. We love her. We know that she has spent so much effort to get to know so many of you boys and girls. Make sure to give her that love back. She is headed off to another school. I think that school is really lucky to have her. And we really ought to make this last day with her memorable. So once again, when you see her, send her a lot of love, okay? Send her a lot of care, and send her a lot of encouragement. Speaking of those 3 words, despite everything that I said, and how important, and me having to change my tone to be a little bit more serious about how we operate at breakfast, just know this: no matter what, I will always love you and care about you and here to encourage you. Boys and girls, All I'm asking you to do is reciprocate. What that means is pay it forward. Show that love back to other people that I'm showing to you. Show that care back to others and show that encouragement. Okay? I know you guys can do it. I see so many of you guys doing it. I see so many of you guys expressing that love, care, and encouragement to me. And I see more and more that you guys are doing to your teachers and you guys are doing to each other. And I love it. Okay, it's amazing. All right? I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day.